Hi everyone! Welcome back to our Quick Chain Lessons Go Lang series. Now, let's talk about constant. Some data in our program should never change. For example, the number of days in a week is always 7, and the value of pi is always 3.14. So how do we make sure those values stay fixed in Go? So the answer is we use a constant. So what is a constant? In Go, a constant is declared with the const keyword. Once set, it cannot be changed, and if you try to, Go will give you an error. This is very helpful for values that must stay the same throughout your whole program, like school name, or the value of pi, or maximum limits, or etc. that should remain constant. So in order for you to learn it more, let's have a quick demo in Go. Now, from our previous environment, we will comment out all of the codes and we will start a new code. So let's try to declare a constant. Let's put here declaring constant and let's have a const keyword. Then let's say the value of pi, which is 3.14. All right. And then let's have another here. Let's say name of school that we should retain. Let's say, for example, Train Academy. So let's try to print it out. Print ln, and let's have pi here. Let's have fmt. Println, let's have name of school. So let's correct the spelling. All right. Now let's try to display the result. Go run main.go, and we will see the result. However, if we try to change the value of this variable, let's see what will happen. Let's say, for example, we will change the variable pi into a new value. Let's say it's 25, and name of school, which we will change to Blockchain Academy. And let us see what will happen. Let's run, go run main.go, and you will see here the error cannot assign to pi and cannot assign to name of school because we have used the const keyword. That means we are declaring that these two variables here are constant. So that is the power of constant inside Go. Now, for the next one, did you know that in Go, you can change a variable's type? For example, you might have a number stored as an integer, but you want to use it as a float. Can Go handle that automatically? The short answer is no, because Go does not mix types by itself. If you try to add an integer and a float directly, Go will throw an error. Instead, you must explicitly convert one type to another. This keeps your program safe and avoids accidental mistakes. So let's have a quick demo in order for you to see the whole scenario. Now, in our previous code, let's try to comment it out. So have a comment here. Now, in order for us to have a quick demo, let's have here a variable, a int. Let's have a 10. Let's have another variable here, which is float 64, which is probably a decimal. So let's put here 5.5 and try to add this to, let's insert it in a variable called Sam. And let's have here flow letter A or variable A plus variable B. And let's display the result. Println. Let's have sum here. And then let's try to have here go run main.go and see what will happen. So, invalid operation, mismatch type int, and float 64. Now, if you want to proceed in the process of having the sum of variable A and variable B, what we can do is we can add these two variables here by converting the variable A into a float 64. So how would we able to do it? Let's have your float 64 and you need to insert in the parentheses the variable that you want to convert. So on the variable Sam, we have float 64 plus B. Now let's have a try on what will be the output. Let's have go run main.go, and you will see that we have 15.5. So 10 plus 5.5 is 15.5. So that's how easy it is for you to convert a type inside Go. Now, for the next one, have you ever had to number things in order, like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior in school? So instead of typing 0, 1, 2, and 3 manually, Go has a shortcut for us. It is called iota. So, what is iota? Iota is a special keyword in Go that helps us when we declare constants. It automatically creates a sequence of related values without us having to type them one by one. This saves time, reduces errors, and makes our code cleaner. So how does iota works? In order for you to understand how iota works, you need to remember this thing. First, iota always starts at 0 for the first constant in a block. Then, for each new constant in that block, it increases by 1. And finally, whenever we start a new constant block, iota resets back to 0. So think of iota like a counter that Go manages for you. It counts up automatically in each block of constants. In order for you to understand it better, let's have a quick demo. So in our code editor, let us comment the codes that we have worked on so far. So let's have here the example that we have. First is let's have a constant here. And because this is a group, so we will use open and closing parentheses. And we will have here, for example, A, and we will declare it as iota. And then automatically it is 0. And then we will declare B, and then we will declare C. Okay. Now let's try to have fmt here and then print ln. And let's say, for example, this is the first block. And then we will display our iota A, B, C. And let us see how it would work. So let's have here clear. So we will clean up our terminal. And let's have here go run main.go. And we will see block 1 is 0, 1, and 2. It automatically counts for you. Now let's have another constant here below on the codes that we have put on so far. So let's have the second block, cons. Let's have x here equals to iota. Let's have y, and let's have z. Let's have another fmt that println. Let's have block number 2. So let us display x, let us display y, and then z. So let's have go run main.go, and you will notice both block number 1 and block number 2 always starts in 0. So iota is like an automatic counter. Starts at 0, increments by 1, and it always resets in a new block whenever you use it. Thank you for listening to Quick Chain Lessons by Chain Academy. If you want to support us, subscribe to our pages or visit our courses at www.chain-academy.io.